Hello, everyone. Welcome to the episode of the BD Show. I want to talk about NIL and college football and this Matt Salukas story, who, if you don't know, was the UNLV quarterback who basically quit the team, saying that the team did not meet its financial requirements, which apparently was $100,000. And he essentially quit the team. If you leave now, I don't know if this has always been a rule, but if you quit the team after only 4 games, then it doesn't count as a year of eligibility. So he's going to try and look for another school. And there's a lot to unpack here. But let's start with my problem with NIL. So, obviously NIL, if you're a casual college football fan, players can now be paid it stands for name, image, and likeness, right? So they can get endorsement deals. But the problem is there's a lot of gray area. Essentially what the rules are is the schools can't directly pay the players, but the school's NIL collective could. And the NIL collective is basically a fund with money coming in from various sources, and they use this money to pay the players. Different players have different deals depending on how good you are. The problem is there's many problems. First of all, the one problem is that the money agreement and the signed agreement to go to the university are not in the same agreement. So you can sign to go to the university, and then you can make an agreement somewhere else. And so the problem is what happens if the endorsement deal stops paying you, which is what happened here. Then you say to the school, hey, they're not paying me. And the school's like, hey, we're living up to our agreement, right? Because on paper, they're not supposed to be paying them. And this is where the gray area happens is the schools are essentially establishing shell companies through boosters, these fake charities, these fake businesses. And then basically they're funneling money to the players. So in reality, the schools really are paying the players and they're directly controlling it. But off the books, they need to show it that, well, actually, our boosters are paying the players through these companies and we're not actually doing it. It's so stupid. This is arguably dumber than just illegally paying the players, because at least if you were illegally paying them, the schools at least were like, yeah, we're paying them. This has to end. And basically what I think happened is this guy signed to play at UNLV and he had an agreement to pay, with another person to pay him $100,000 and he never got paid. That's what it sounds like. And so what the NCAA needs to do is either you have everything under one contract and you just let the school pay the players directly, but then you run into the problem as well. If the school's paying the players, then they're employees, they're not students, right? Because right now what they are is they're student athletes who make money off endorsements, which is technically different than being paid to play. However, I think this is going to happen way more often because there's still a lot of gray area. It still doesn't really make sense how these guys are being paid, by who they're being paid, where the money's coming from. It's very, very shady. So yeah, as a Syracuse fan, this is a huge break for us. We play UNLV next week. And another, bad issue of this is it kind of puts, when this story comes out, the overwhelmingly majority of people kind of shit on the kid. But it's like, if you are owed $100K and you haven't been paid, you shouldn't go. But the way we're kind of ingrained, it's like, oh no, you're a student athlete. But as a non-NFL quarterback who's probably not going to go to the NFL, this is his last chance to really make money playing football. So I don't blame him. I think it's kind of a mix of the school's fault, maybe a little bit his fault too. He should have, I don't know if he didn't get in writing or what, but those are my thoughts on that story. We'll see how it develops. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.